Gangsters, what is up? Kicking it 2000 style tonight. Our final King of the Ring of the year. We've knocked out a few of these this month, and last week was awful. Or was it the week before? Whenever we did 1999. This week, much better. King of the Ring 2000. This card looks fun. I haven't watched this pay-per-view in years. Probably been a good 20 years since I've actually looked at this pay-per-view. So I watched it live the night that it aired, and I remember a little bit about the circumstances surrounding some of these matches and the tournament, but it's still going to be pretty fresh watching this again. So I'm happy to be here with you guys on another classic Sunday night watch-along. Welcome back. Good to see everyone, and happy Sunday to you. We are back at it again for King of the Ring 2000. Looking forward to this one. Let me pull myself up. All right, I can see myself. I can see you guys. Rock on. How are y'all doing? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Thank you to everyone who joined us last night for the podcast, Saturday night's Greg event. It was an event. We were up here for a solid 3 hours catching up on everything we missed this week, and there was a lot to talk about with the Wyatt Six and AEW's rating and Shane McMahon and Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and the Bloodline. So much going on, and we dissected it all last night. So if you didn't get a chance to check out that podcast last night or that stream, you can watch it on demand now, or the audio is available on the podcast sites as we speak. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the main event of this show and the focal point of King of the Ring 2000 is definitely your evening gown match between Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. That thing was a classic, and I think has gone down in one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. And we're going to watch it here together tonight. 24-year-old pay-per-view. Crazy. Good to see everyone here. I'll say some hellos real quick, and then we'll get down to business here in just a minute. Let's hit some of these channel members like Mike Rouse and Jeff McMahon. Good to see Vince's son in the house. That's awesome. Zane G is here as well. Fox Star Killer, Tatanani. I also see Brandon McNeil. Good to see you, my friend. Who else we got? Fox Star, I got you. George Morris is here. I'll hit that super chat in just a minute. We got the Juliet in the house. A&E biography tonight is Rob Van Dam. That's right. I'm hoping this one is a 2-hour. The ECW one was a 1-hour, which surprised me. I'm kind of hoping RVD is 2. We will see, but I will be checking that out probably tomorrow night after Raw is usually my routine for a lot of those A&E bios, and I did check out the ECW one this past week. Also, good to see the mods like AJ Daniels and David Brown in the house. We got We Are Pro Wrestling is here. I may or may not have a question for you, my friend, but also good to see you in here as well. Creative wanted Trish versus Lita in that spot, and Vince said Patterson versus Briscoe it is. Okay, so we got Patterson and Briscoe instead of Trish and Lita. You know, sometimes Vince's perversions are so perverse that they defy logic, and that is definitely one of them. That's crazy if that story is true. Also, good to see Roman Stone, Ray Frand. We also have William Cullen in the house, Ben Espinoza, Daniel Barry Sports. We got Surge and George Morris. I want to thank you for that $5 earlier. Thank you so much, dude. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? King of the Ring 2000, 10 out of 10. The summer of 2000. How was it for you? I was 20 years old and saving for a PS2. Be safe. Summer of 2000, I would have been almost 23 years old. I went to SummerSlam in 2000. I was there at that show, which was a fun one. It was about a year, my last year in the town I was living. I know things were pretty good for me in 2000. Yeah, I was liking life back then. Mostly, I think. I had very few complaints back then. But 10 out of 10 says George for this one, so we will see. Wilbert Reed is here as well. Good to see you, dude. Appreciate the $5. Greg, looking forward to this. Rented this several times on VHS. Normally, when we do these watch-alongs, I bust out the VHS and kind of sit it in the background. I can't find it. I swear to God, I have every King of the Ring. I see them all back there, except for 2000, and I don't know where it is. Or maybe I never had it and thought that I did. Not sure, but I planned on showing it to you guys like we always do, and no matter, I went all through up and down that shelf and could not find it anywhere. So maybe I never did have this one, or someone stole it. If I had to guess, it was probably Zach Palgett. Probably came up in here when I wasn't home, jacked my King of the Ring 2000. Probably was you, too. Sounds like something you do, Zach. Ira Sutton, good to see you. Nate Dogg is here as well. Happy Sunday to everybody chiming in. Joe Brill, not sure if I got you or not. Right on. So you guys know what to do. During this time of me flapping my gums, I'm hoping that you went over to your Peacock pulled up WWE, go to the King of the Ring tab. You're going to be looking for Season 8, Episode 1. The runtime, according to Peacock on this show, is 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds, excuse me. 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 18 seconds is going to be your runtime for this episode. And I also shut off the ads for this video, so you should not have any advertisements interrupting you here. Not sure what you got for Peacock, but regardless of what happens, just sync up your Peacock timer to the timer below my face. Once we hit play together, that timer will begin to run, and that's how we sync things up here. So if you have to experience any sort of interruptions, just follow along the timer, match it, and sync it to your Peacock, and we are golden. That's how we do it up in here. So I think I'm ready to start watching King of the Ring 2000. How about you guys? Let me get my fingers queued up here. And when I went to, I was trying to decide if we should do 2000 or 2001. I think that's what it was a couple days ago. And so I went online and just checked out the Wikipedia for both shows just to look at the card. And there is just a lot more going on this show than there was for 2001. Even though 01's got that great Shane and Angle match, I think, I don't know, the card just did not look as fun as this one did, even though we are watching Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon main event back-to-back King of the Rings, which is just asinine, but that is the reality we're living in. And let me deal with Tito. Hey, what are you doing? Tito is being mischievous. Get in your hole. There you go. He looked like he was about to jump up above my pro light that's set up here, and I'm like, oh, God, you're going to knock shit over. So I had to wrangle the boy, but we are good. And it is a hot one, my God. I don't have the AC on, but I got my windows open and my fan's blowing. It is currently, only 84, but it's hot as shit. So I'm a little bit on the toasty side. Cheers to you. I got a nice frosty beverage open, and I'm ready for King of the Ring 2000. We All Pro Wrestling is saying this is the biggest King of the Ring tournament there was. 32 participants. Wow. So they must have stretched this out on TV a lot. I don't remember. They have that big bracket? Jesus, that's a humongous bracket. Why don't I not remember that there was 32 participants? Did they even have 32 people on the roster back then? I think they did. But anyway, we're about to find out. All right, guys, let's do it. Get your finger on the play button, and we're going to do a countdown from 3, 2, 1, play. And we'll all hit the button together. But for me, I got 2 buttons to hit, so I'm just lining myself up here and getting myself in position. All right, I'm ready to go if you guys are. Here we go. King of the Ring 2000 rock and roll. 3, 2, 1, play. Yes. All right. I am synced. Oh, man, I bet Palm Springs was a bitch, Chris. Good to see you, man. Appreciate the $2. It was 100. Yeah, it's so hot out there. My God. I've been a couple times. It's so gnarly. Just hot, hot, and hot. All right. We got a nice little intro video package here. This is the 8th King of the Ring by this point. That is nuts. So who are the winners by this point? We're in 2000. So it's Brett, Owen, Mabel, Austin, Triple H, Shamrock, Billy. Bob? But my name's Billy. So yeah, this will be the 8th King of the Ring. Jesus. Trying to think, where are we? Oh yeah, I was like, who the hell's the champ? Triple H, no, Rock is champ. No, Triple H is champ. He just won the belt back in the Iron Man match. That's right. Okay. It's all coming together. Retained at Mania, lost it to Rock at Backlash, won it back at Judgment Day. And now I think it's about to drop it again. And this is another thing I didn't understand. I didn't like the belt hot potatoing, because I think what happens here tonight is Rock wins the belt back and then carries that belt into SummerSlam, because I know that was a 3-way with Rock and Triple H and Angle. But why did they put the belt on Triple H in the Iron Man match to begin with then? Like, why did he win that? He was tied in with The Undertaker's return and all of that. They took the belt off the Rock after 1 month after winning it at Backlash, gave it to Triple H, and then Rock gets it back here? Is that necessary to do that extra belt switch? That's the way it was back then. Belts changing left and right. I'm just a hermit crab changing shells. All right, Big Pyro. Where are we at tonight? Boston, I think. I recognize the building. That looks like the Fleet Center to me. Or whatever the hell it's called now. Not my favorite King of the Ring theme music that they're playing here. I like the original. Boy, look at them signs. Still miss the signs, man. I'm going to eat this 100% sugar-free for children only candy. It's perfectly safe for kids to eat. There's no weird stuff for adults in it at all. I swear, I promise. It's just straight, good, wholesome goodness for kids. If that kid is a 46-year-old stoner. All right, Rikishi's got a belt here. What is he? He's IC? All right. So we are in, okay, so we're in the year 2000. So we're just a couple months away for him doing it for The Rock. Right? That's the year all the shit went down, right? Yes, we are, Tony. We are watching Kyle O'Reilly 2000. The Kyle O'Reilly tournament. I'd be fine with a tournament being named after Kyle O'Reilly. All right, so we got the Intercontinental Champion in the King of the Ring tournament. That might be a first. Help me out. We Are Pro Wrestling. Is Rikishi the first Intercontinental Champion to compete in the King of the Ring tournament? We watched it last week. Who the hell was the IC champ going to that? Somebody might have had it last year. They're like, who had it last year? In 99. I don't even know who the IC champ would have been in 99. The IC. Don't help me. I want to think of it on my own. Was it Road Dogg? Wasn't Road Dogg. Goldust? Oh, no, it was Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett. Okay, never mind. I'm good. I'm good. See? Just takes me a minute. All right, so this is Benoit versus Rikishi in an opening rounder here. At the time, I was still very happy to see Benoit and the rest of the Radicals in WWE. Ooh, that's a rough Samoan drop right there. Oof. Oh, Foxstar Killer's got a rumor for us. I think there was a rumor that supposedly Hunter got upset that Rock took a week off? A week? To film his scenes for The Mummy Returns while champion and spoke up about it. That sounds like a rumor, but then again, back in those days, Rock and Hunter were jockeying for the same spot. So, if you got to play a little politics, maybe you do. Yeah, so now that I think about it, speaking of the Intercontinental Champion, did Jeff Jarrett just not work the pay-per-view last year? I guess he didn't, did he? He wasn't even on the card, was he? Jeff Jarrett and King of the Ring 99? I know it was just a week ago we watched it, but I've forgotten already. Huh. Two weeks from... Oh, I guess yesterday will be Money in the Bank, right? Two weeks from today, I may or may not be here for a watch-along. I'm leaving for Hawaii like just a couple days after that, so I might need to work. I'm not sure yet. I'll keep you posted, but we'll be here for Money in the Bank faux show. Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show. It's a nice looking building there they got there in Boston. I mean, it's getting close to 20 years old now. Or more than that. It's 25 plus, I'd say. I'd say 30 years old, that building is going on. I think the last WWE show at the old Boston Garden was around 95. So yeah, it's probably coming up on 30 years. Oh, crossface. Come on, Rocky. I love how JR always called him Rockishi. Rockishi. Yeah. I saw Ira. I saw the this is. I thought it said this is a Chris Benoit sign, but it said this is not a Chris Benoit sign. Benoit's got a steel chair. Oh, we're gonna do a D. Oh, Jesus, we're gonna do a DQ. All right. Oh, thank you, We're All Pro Wrestling. Rock was the IC champion in the '98 tournament. Was he? Oh, yeah. That I think that was finally when they gave Kenny his win, right? Did he lose to Kenny? Oh, even Tito was hot. He's laying right here on the desk. Hey, buddy. Nobody can see you, bud. Oh, so Benoit's going to do a little extra damage to Rikishi. Okay, so normally now I haven't looked ahead here. I don't remember totally, but my guess here is they generally will do this type of thing. The person who's getting beat up is going to make it to the finals. This is Benoit. And so Benoit unleashed a post-match beatdown. Pretty bad one on Rikishi there. And usually at King of the Rings, they do this when that person is going to be making it to the finals. So what is it, like Rikishi and... No, I guess it's not going to be Rikishi and Edge. Yeah, usually I feel like Rikishi might make it kind of far now. But I don't remember. I don't want to know. I want to find out together. Yeah, my thought is Angle's helping out Benoit there. Look at Linda.
Michael, I'm here tonight to do something I should have done a long time ago. I'm here to confront my husband. So, excuse me.
I mean, Linda McMahon is not a bad-looking older woman. I mean, she's not.
Get you into something here, all right? Just keep your cool. Linda?
Look at my wife. When is the last time do you think Linda and Vince spoke to each other? I wonder. I mean, they are still married, but they've probably been estranged for 20 years or at least.
My wife, on occasion, gets under my skin only for me to take her, wait a minute, and put her right back in her place.
Daniel Clark, Great American Bash 2000. I don't know if I can watch that show.
Tonight, I'm going to keep my cool. Because tonight, thank you. Tonight, I am Joe Cool, all right? Joe Cool.
If I'm on YouTube long enough to do every pay-per-view, the last two we're going to do are Bash at the Beach 2000 and Over the Edge 99. I really don't have any interest in watching either of those shows, but if we run out of material, and I'm 85 years old on YouTube, or whatever the hell this platform looks like by the time we get to that, and we haven't gotten to those shows yet, and we've done everything else, we'll do it. We'll do December to Dismember before then. We'll do them all. Look at that. Yeah, Benoit, what gives, bro? Benoit, do you mind putting him in the crossface just for the frosted tips? Like, he needs it. All right, so... Oh, look at these graphics. Wow, these swords. This is high-tech shit here for 2000. All right, Rikishi. So we got Venus and Guerrero, Crash and Bull. Who's Bull? Oh, Bull Buchanan, maybe. And Jericho and Angle. All right, okay. Mama C. Okay, so we're going to get this one right now. All right. Oh, man. China. Now help me out, right? She wins the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, right? They did that match with Val Venus and all that. So I'm very happy that I was in the building to see her win a championship. That's kind of cool. See, look how little Eddie looks here. You know how you always hear people who know him say that there's two Eddies? There's a big Eddie and a little Eddie. This is the little Eddie. Look how small he is. So Val Venus has not... He hasn't gone with the shave or the cut hair yet, huh? Val Venus, his current hobby is showing off and displaying his severely advanced CTE to the world online. That dude is lost his marbles completely. All his marbles, gone. Not one marble left. Oh, I didn't like this kind of like spiced up version of his theme. So Val Venus has got Trish. So this whole thing carries all the way into SummerSlam. Because all four of these, I think they do like a mixed tag for the IC, right? Is that what they do? Man, we have got 4 huge legends in that ring right now with Val Venus. Look at that. Trish, Chyna, Eddie, and Timmy White. Val Venus is in the ring with those legends. I hope he appreciates this moment. He is in the presence of greatness. Look how little Eddie is. He looks like Ralph Macchio. It's like fucking Daniel LaRusso out there. Did I attend the 23rd annual Royal Rumble? Jose, I have never been to a Royal Rumble. I need to get to one. I've been to everything else. WrestleMania, King of the Ring, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, but never a Royal Rumble. I've been to 2 Survivor Series. I've been to 2 SummerSlams. Few Manias. Another one next year. But never Rumble. I think my best bet to get to a Rumble is if they have one Vegas, LA, or Phoenix. I can probably drive. I mean, you got to remember, too, Trish was still pretty brand new at this point. I was at a Raw a couple of months before this. Pretty sure it was in Raleigh around Easter, because I remember I was about to go to my grandfather's funeral. But it was the episode where Trish was like laying on the tables trying to seduce Bubba Dudley, you remember? I was at that show. Oh, TNA's got a tag team title shot tonight. I did not know that. I didn't really analyze the card when I looked at it. I just saw how big it was. I'm like, oh, good. We have a lot of matches to watch. There's like 11 matches on this card, but on next year's King of the Ring, there's like 6. I'm like, what the hell? Ray, are you saying that you went to the 2020 Royal Rumble? That's a pretty good one to do right before the shit hit the fan and COVID happened and fucking Kobe died and the world sucked. But that was a great show because you got to watch Edge come back and McIntyre have his moment, and that's pretty awesome. Okay, We Are Pro Wrestling. 1 SummerSlam, 1 Survivor Series, 1 Rumble, and then this year will be 2 SummerSlams for you. Where the fuck is SummerSlam? Oh, yeah, Cleveland. Okay, yeah, Cleveland. All right. We Are Pro Wrestling, why don't you make it 2 WrestleManias? Fly out to Vegas, hang out with us. I can get like $99 flights to Vegas from here, but I still think I'm probably just going to drive. I hate going to the airport. Come on, Eddie, take him out. God. And Eddie Guerrero probably was only recently back in the ring because when he came in with the Radicals, he hurt his elbow right off the bat, remember? He's still got that thing on. Yo, WWE fan, thanks for the $5. Yo, Greg, it's been a while. It's been a while since you've been here, but your podcasts have gotten me through a tough week at work. Oh, man, I'm so happy to hear that, man. Happy to always try to help out with people having a rough week, and I know what that's like, man. All the best to you. We love you, and I appreciate you being here. Honestly, you know, over the years, the emails and messages like that, those are some of my favorite messages to get. Hey, your content helps me. Then I don't even need to make another dollar off doing this. If I've helped anybody, I'm satisfied, believe me. So, and you'd be surprised how many of those type of messages I get, and it blows my mind. But I get it because other people's content has helped me through shit, so it shouldn't be that surprising, but it always is, you know? Like me, my bald ass is helping you? Are you sure? But people swear it's true. So I'm always grateful and eternally grateful for that. Thank you. The way technology and tech is moving and stuff, you know, I should be entering your lives via a TV screen for many years to come. Chris Ludek, what's up, dude? Hey, I saw your latest video. You tagged me in it. I'll be at Vegas next year for Mania. Also, mind shouting out my new wrestling content. Palm Springs was fun. Hung out with Bella Thorne. That's cool. I don't know if they can get to your channel from your icon here. Try to go check out. I think you can, yeah. You click that super chat little thing, go to channel, go show Chris some love. He's been posting some content, starting to get new to it. Money shot. Eddie got the knees up. But go show Chris some love. You got a few discussions up on your channel right now. In its embryonic stages, but you'll still grow and improve and change, and I hope it's fun. That's what it's all about, is having fun doing it. If it's not fun, don't do it. Cannot get over how little Eddie looks in this match. Val did he always did the side Russian, and he'd kind of hang on and then float over for a pin after. It didn't look great, but I mean, it was a good twist on the Russian leg sweep. Or the neck breaker, as Gorilla called it. Timmy White, the position you are in for that 3 count, a referee of your experience. I think Timmy White's too close to his hometown in Providence. He's probably a little tipsy. Probably had a few pints. God, that looked rough. This is the same building the Celtics just won the title in. Were they at home? No, they were away. Did they win the title at home? Fucking Game 7 tomorrow night. Raw's got some competition. Oh, here's China. She's got a hold of Trish. China will have no more of that. Yo, Val. I fucking hate Val Venus. Straight fucking hate him. Nice. Schoolboy 1, 2. No. I was kind of hoping that was the finish. Oh, good fisherman. Got it locked tight, too. And he pinned him? Can we change our mind and not watch this pay-per-view? I don't want to watch a show where Val Venus pins Eddie Guerrero. I'd rather watch the Golden Girls play Twister naked. Rikishi? Well, I guess that makes sense. It's going to be a... Well, I guess Eddie... I guess he's a babyface. Oh, Pat's got to pick out his outfit. Look at that dress.
Size 6 would be perfect for me.
Size 6 would be perfect for him. Pat, stop pretending like you're not excited to do this, because we know you are. Stop fronting. How many chicken die from that? Patterson's worried about looking sexier than Briscoe.
What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me?
Fucking ridiculous. I mean, at the time, I don't think I thought it was that funny. I mean, I got a little bit of a kick out of it, but even back then when I was in my 20s, when stupid shit would appeal to a kid like that, I didn't really love when it got too stupid, you know, like, and that's a little bit too much for me. Look at Coachman with hair. Imagine if I grew that much. I'd look weird as hell. Yeah, I think that was the Thriller jacket in there. Pat should put that on. Put that shit on. There was a funny Onion video years ago about Subway. Subway executives are shocked to learn that customers are consuming the entire foot-long sandwich on their own. It's meant to be shared and eaten in little bites throughout the course of the day, not polished off in one sitting. It was hilarious. I always loved the little thing Crash did when he would make his entrance. I don't know if he's holding his gigantic balls or what he's doing there. Well over 400 pounds for Crash. I always liked Crash. It was unfortunate what happened to him. Briscoe and Patterson are out there for this? Oh, yeah, because hardcore title. Oh, that's right. I forgot. They probably took that belt from all that Crash Holly hardcore title stuff was going on. That's right. Here comes Bull Buchanan with generic wrestler number 4 theme music. He's young. What was his... Didn't he have like a gangster name? Who was he with? He was like... Joey B or something. What the fuck was he? I forgot. Can't remember. Bull Buchanan. I mean, he was big. Was Bull... I think Bull was... Was Bull a Truth Commission guy? I think he was a Truth Commission guy at first. Then they brought him back to do this stuff. B2, or B squared. B squared with Cena. Who's Brooks Jensen's dad? Not Bull Buchanan. I'm not sure what Brooks Jensen is doing in NXT, but they got some sort of angle going on with him right now where he's like showing up in the crowd and kind of acting like he doesn't work there or something. I love that clip of him coming out to Separate Ways by Journey that one time. That's badass. That's a theme song. If I could pick any theme song, if I come out to the ring while that song's playing, I'm kicking your ass. You got to know that. Right on. See you there. There you go, Chris. Got some love already. Thanks for that, Jose. Yeah, Recon. That's right. I remember him in the green. What did he do between 97 and this? Did they just have him around? I'm assuming he wasn't let go and brought back. He was probably under contract that whole time. I'm just trying to remember what he did between Truth Commission and... I guess Bull... Okay, so Bull Buchanan maybe came around with like Boss Man or something, right? Just trying to remember. It's been a long time, man. I couldn't quite hear what Jerry Lawler just said about having European parents or something like that. It was something stupid. Yeah, I think Bull Buchanan is one of those guys. He had size. He had everything to be a pro wrestler. They just had him in really weird gimmicks and... His hair, the back of his hair reminds me of like Killer Khan. Oh, that's right. So he's about to join the Right to Censor. So he had a lot of gimmicks that nothing really stuck. He was Truth Commission, then he was Big Boss Man protege or whatever the fuck this is. And then he goes into the Right to Censor. Then he's B Squared. What did like Prince Albert do? Wasn't he something too? They weren't together, were they? Bull Buchanan and Prince Albert? Prince Albert danced and did shit too, right? Oh man, WWE. They have some moments I'd like to forget. Come on, little Crash, you can do it. Look at there, inside cradle. Almost got him. I mean, as big as Bull Buchanan is, he is still outweighed by at least 150 pounds by Crash. Crash is definitely... I mean, if Crash is weighing in at 400, Buchanan's probably around 250. So, yeah, Crash is probably 150 pounds easily heavier than Bull. Oh, missed the scissor kick. Ooh, Crash is going to win here. He's going to win with that. Bye, Bull. I'm fine with that. I like Crash better. He runs away like he just retained the hardcore title. Probably got out of dodge so he didn't suffer a post-match beatdown, too. Oh. Way to go, Crash. I always like Crash. He was a little guy that had, but he had like, with a basic look, but he was spunky and he had character and he was, you know, he had a little bit of that Spike Dudley in him just without the crazy bump taking, you know? Now here's Linda. It's just gross to look at him, isn't it? Yeah, I want you to take a shit in that little hole in my chin. Like, I just can't look at him. Like, I can't even look at him. Stupid ass hair. Okay, this is the last pay-per-view before Right to Censor started. I was about to say, because they're in full force by SummerSlam. I went to a lot of shows and heard that Right to Censor theme in person when they formed. I probably heard it like 10 times in person. It's loud.
Are you going to be man enough with Shane and with Triple H to do it straight up? Or are you going to have 12 on 3 again like you did last Thursday night in order to win the match?
I'll win. Now, this is me you're talking to. Now,
Keep your cool.
look me. Nobody, not you, especially not you.
Don't point at her, Vince.
Questions my intestinal fortitude, especially not you. Are you insinuating Triple H Shane can't do this on her own?
Yes, that's exactly what she's insinuating, Vince. Are you deaf?
Your idea, okay, little lady. It was your idea. Have this championship provision put into the match, and that's the idea. It's going to ensure victory for Triple H. Vince.
I've never wanted my fist to go through a television screen and meet the skull of someone else's head more than I do right now.
Your head that they do that. So therefore, no interference. Not like SmackDown. No, not at all. But in the end, Vince McMahon, just like always, along with Shane, and along with Triple H.
I wish Nails would have gotten the job done. All this would have been avoided. All right, here comes Mr. Angle. Angle, he's on the verge of becoming champion here. Kurt Angle is one guy, I saw him wrestle a bunch of times. If I think really hard, I might have even seen him win a championship. But never met him. Never met Kurt Angle. Never even saw him out, like on the road or in the restaurants or at a Waffle House or all the other places I met wrestlers. Never bumped into Kurt.
Obviously, this is a very special night in the life of your Olympic hero.
I did, though, talk to him.
We all know.
I got through on Bite This one time on the old website and asked him a question, and he answered it. It's the closest I've ever gotten to communicating with Kurt Angle.
I'm going to do something that the Bruins could not do. The Celtics could not do. The Patriots could not do. The Red Sox could.
Oh, yeah, back then, everybody still sucked back in 2000.
The teams in this town really do suck.
Yeah.
The point
Well, the Patriots were,
is,
they had won. No, not yet.
the big one.
Not yet. It would be the next year. They still had Bledsoe.
Or what you people here in Boston would say. It's true. I'm fat. I'm unemployed. Now give me another beer.
Now give me another beer. My boy's wicked smart. That's funny. I mean, yeah, back in the year 2000, I don't think the Bruins had won in forever. The Red Sox hadn't gotten there yet because they wouldn't win until like 2004. The Patriots wouldn't win until the next year in 01 when they got Brady. What's the other team? The Celtics. I think it was a while for them, too. What an opening round here. Jericho and Angle, who would have already had a couple of matches on pay-per-view by this point. Yeah, last title in Boston around that time would have been 86, which is not a terrible drought. That's only 14 years. It's not bad. Better than my hometown in Detroit. Better than San Diego, where I live now. Hey, I like his ring attire, Jericho. I think it's very patriotic. He's the king of the nerds? 30-year-old virgins. Those are a little more common than the 40-year-old ones. That is true, jerky. If I had to be a 30-year-old virgin, I would have had to lose my virginity after 2007. That's wild. Luckily, I got to it a little earlier. Oh. Teddy Long, referee. How many years was he a ref? Like 1 or 2? It was definitely a solid year. One of my favorite. Have we watched that one yet? I think we did a couple years ago, but one of my favorite pay-per-views ever is the one next. Fully Loaded 2000. That was where Benoit and Jericho and Angle all got, or was that night? Yeah, no, that was 2000. Yeah, it was this year. That was when Benoit, Angle, and Jericho all got big matches against the big stars. Triple H, Rock, and Taker. And the Legends won. Jericho looked tall. Jericho's not tall. Neither is Kurt Angle. The first time I met Jericho, that was my first thought. I met him about 6 months, maybe almost a year before this. And I was like, damn, he's short. Teddy, you got weird counts, man. Ooh, oh, wow. Jericho did his move, but off the top instead of the middle rope. Impressive. No, Kirk Angel was my favorite. Of all the names, it was Kirk Angel, and then I also liked the way he called Lillian Vivian. Lillian Garcia. Well, you know, Vivian is my favorite. Damn, he landed on the security guard. Triple H, Hunter hates homos. These signs. I was guilty of making dumb ones too, so I can't criticize, but my God, some of these signs are obscenely stupid. Hey, tie-dye guy! I've met tie-dye guy a couple of times. I've met tie-dye guy and Val. Or not Val, Vlad. On the current WWE roster, what match are we looking at right now? We're looking at Chad Gable versus... He's got blonde, long, flowing hair. Hey, buddy. We're looking at Chad Gable versus Lexus King. That's who it is. What are you doing, T? Come here. No, Angle's just going to grab the ropes there. Jose, you live in Indio? Wow. Cool. You're not far from me. About 2 hours sounds about right. So you in the desert. You in the desert, Jose. My God. It's hot out there. I'm pretty sure I drive through that way when I go to Vegas. Oh, yeah, JoJo Dillon, Mitchell Cole, Greenberg. You had Mike, I remember Mike Foley, Vance McMahon. But Vivian and Kirk Angel are still my all-time favorites. Or Mike Henry, Mike Foley. Harold Finkel. Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr. and Angle would be terrific, but I almost think Zack Sabre Jr. and Dean Malenko would be a little more fun. But they'd both be terrific. Come on, Angle. You got 2 years left with that hair. It's already starting to go up there at the top. Tito is seeking refuge for cool air. It's not that hot in here, but it's a warm day. Nice. Oh. Oh, kick to the gut. Or drop kick to the gut. Oh, we're going to get a Frankensteiner. Or Hurricanrana. What's up, Ramon Coffee? Yeah, The Rock would lose his shit hit too. Rock and Kurt Angle didn't have that great hairline, but they both look good bald, so they landed on their feet with that one. I think if Jericho would have been had the unfortunate genetics to have a bad hairline, he might not pull it off as well. Triple H did it too. Triple H went bald and he didn't even lose his hair. He seemed like he still had a full head of shit when he finally went all the way with it. Ooh. It's a pretty competitive first round match. I thought the matches were going to go kind of quicker than this, but this one is, they're giving it a little bit of time, which is good. It's Angle and Jericho. Bulldog coming. Oh! Angle countered the Bulldog spot. I love it. Oh. Who's coming? Oh, Steph. Look at Stephanie. She's moving. Things are moving. Oh, Angle's tapping. Okay, so this is probably how the Triple H and Jericho match is going to get set up then the next month with Stephanie out there. I've seen a highlight of Jericho kissing Stephanie in that dress. Does she come back up? Yeah, here she comes. And Teddy Long is down. We got a ref bump. Stephanie's coming in the ring with her belt. She is the women's champion, don't forget. Oh, that was a terrible spot. She didn't even do that very good. Stephanie, young Stephanie. Hubba hubba. Oh, look at Jericho getting him some. Oh, and throws her down. Jericho just kissed a married woman. There was so much of that going. How many times have we seen somebody force a kiss? Wow. And there's the Angle slam. Teddy Long's going to miraculously come too, right? Yep, 1, 2... And Stephanie cost Jericho. Okay, so that's how they got to the Jericho Triple H match. I barely even remember. All right, Angle is going to advance to take on, I think, the winner, or to take on Crash. And it's so funny how, like, grabbing a woman and forcing a kiss on her turned into, by the time we got to the Attitude Era, into a babyface move. That's some heel shit there in WrestleMania 8 when Ric Flair does it to Elizabeth. By the time 2000 rolls around, now the babyfaces are doing it. The fans cheer. What a world. Barry, you're saying the same thing. I'm literally illustrating that same point right now. It's a babyface move. What kind of fucking world is this? Or was this back then? Why did we have so much attitude and P and V? What was wrong with us? Why were we so angry? There was very little to be angry about back then. We hadn't even had 9/11 happen yet. No war. Clinton had a good economy going. Why are we pissed?
Don't worry about it. Where's your confidence? Remember your last name. It's not my confidence I'm worried about. Not at all. I'm worried about Triple H's. That's a good point.
Vint, that's a good point. Triple H might not have enough confidence. I wouldn't have confidence if I was Triple H with those two jackwagons being on my team. Shane McMahon, future commissioner of AEW Dynamite. Or general manager of AEW Dynamite. He's going to be announced on the stage by Tony Khan. They're going to share a hug, raise each other's hands. And then in about 3 years, Tony Khan's going to get tired of him, book him in a garbage truck match. And after Shane loses, he's going to dump him in it and send him on his way. Look at Ivory bartending. Girl, you make some money. I'd hire you, and you have to wear exactly that. Pour me one. Okay, Ivory, I was going to commend you how you actually knew how to pour that beer, but you didn't even fill it up. About 20 years ago, a restaurant that I was the GM of got robbed. Vandals broke in, cut a hole in our safe, took our money, and they also vandalized the place. And they took all the beer taps, and they just pulled all the levers forward and just ran all the beer all over the bar floor. It was a mess. It was a mess. They were caught. I was able to catch them all before they ran out the door, and I just performed karate moves on all of them. Took them out, disarmed them, phoned the police, and they came and took them to jail. That whole story is true, except for that last part. Yeah, this is the first time we've been seeing Mick. It's got to be really hard in 2000 technology to hear that in a bar with people shouting behind you. Oh, yeah, I could do that, Barry. Just put him in a tag match. I'd probably put him in there with the Wyatt 6, most likely. I was about to say, I thought I heard Edge's music begin to play. I was about to say, Edge and Christian are together, right? Okay, there they are. Okay, I feel like Edge is wearing something underneath. Because he is completely zipped up. They're in Boston. Is this where they do the Yankees thing? Is he wearing a Yankees? He's got to be wearing Yankees. Why would Edge have his shit zipped all the way up like that? I know there's at least one Edge and Christian segment where they have Yankee shit on. This might be it. Oh, thank you for that, Elizabeth Rowe. She just sent me a link of Kurt Angle versus Zack Sabre Jr. There we go, from Rev Pro. Awesome. Guess that match already happened.
Larry Bird bringing home numerous NBA titles.
Or whether it's Bill They got to mention Bill Buckner. No Mark, no ma. Oh, he's got Mets on. Okay, I thought he had Yankee shit on. Oh, okay, because they were Bill Buckner. Okay. That's right, they played the Mets that year. And the Mets won the World Series. But Boston would have won it if Buckner just would have made the out. That is crazy. I mean, if I remember right back in '86, if Buckner makes that, fields that grounder, touches first, Boston is the champs. But he misses. Mets win that game, force a game 7, and win the title. That's got to be heartbreaking. I couldn't even imagine. That dude's life was ruined. It's crazy hearing Howard Finkel say, TNA. I'm going to get another 805. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. All right. Oh, wow. We're going to get this again. What's this match here? Because last week, wasn't it Edge and Christian versus the Hardys? 2 years in a row? Oh, Lita. Lita was so crazy awesome back then. Yeah, shout out to SummerSlam. I'll be there. I'm going to be there, guys. I had great seats for that event, too. Oh, okay, so this would be too cool. All right, it's a 3-way match thing. Oh, they're the champs? Scotty, your belt is upside down. I forgot about Grandmaster 60's digging. It's the most over Brian Christopher has ever been. I feel like, do they drop the titles here? Because they are not champs. We're about to do that big TLC match here at SummerSlam. And I feel like Edge and Christian might pick up the tags here. Yeah. All right, so 3-way or triple threat for the tags, I guess. All right. Or no, 4-way. I forgot that Test and Albert were out there. Okay, so it's a fatal 4-way tag team title match. That's what we're doing? All right, whatever. Let's do it. Let's put these belts on E and C. Yeah, Ramon, I was about to say who we got missing in this one. Test and Brian Christopher are no longer with us. 4 of these men are still active, which is crazy. I guess Scott Taylor, I think Scotty 2 Hottie still occasionally wrestles, so I guess we should technically say Scotty, Edge, Christian, Matt, and Jeff all still have been known to get in the ring. Trish was known to get in the ring up until a year ago. So almost everybody here who's alive. I think fucking Watermelon Head here, Prince Albert, could probably do something if he had to. Yeah, so I guess every living person in this match is still either involved in wrestling or makes appearances in wrestling. I know Trish and Lita are under Legends deals, probably. The Hardys are in TNA. Edge and Christian are in AEW. Matt Bloom, I think, is still a trainer in NXT. And Scott Taylor works the Indies. And was also a trainer in NXT. So usually, once you get in the business, as long as you have some success, you usually don't leave. You stick around in some capacity until you die. I used to refer to Jeff's style of wrestling as slippery wrestling. That's awesome. Yeah, slippery wrestling. He's a slippery champion. Oh. What do you mean where she belongs? Yeah, Barry, there's probably some more. I know earlier Jericho was in the ring. But the funny thing is like 24 years is a long time. It's not a long time anymore. Now, if people are having 30-year careers like it's nothing. But think about back in these days. 24 years prior to 2000 would have been 1976. And there was nobody in 1976 wrestling in modern WWE in 2000. But now you see all these people are still involved. I mean, you go back to 1976, I guess Pat Patterson and Briscoe would be two that are on this card that would have been wrestling at that time. Oh. But there's nobody else on the card that would have been around, 24 years prior to this. And Matt, okay, this is an elimination. So Test is gone. Lita took out her bestie, Trish. I cannot wrestle in that hat. I feel like the brim is over your eyes. You can't even see. What was interesting is TNA got eliminated by TNA wrestlers. I like how Scotty 2 Hotty's got hair like Wilson. You know, Castaway, Wilson. That movie hadn't even come out yet. All right, the Hardys and Christian in there. Ooh, Edge in hard. I like how the Hardy Boys always take their shirts off together. So weird. Just for like 9 women to scream. I mean, I've never considered the Hardy Boys bad-looking dudes, but I don't consider them, super smoking hot dudes either, so I don't know. Like, Matt's always, Matt's always had some good partners with him, but he's no Brad Pitt. He's no Greg Morgan. He's no Ira Sutton, Look at Lita. There she goes on Edge. Hey, Edge, get used to that view there, pal. Lita will be performing that move on you in about 5 years in a different way. Because when two people love each other very... Never mind. It's so funny how flash photography is obsolete. Kids are going to watch this shit later and be like, what the fuck is flash photography? There's probably kids already who don't know what that is. Oh. Somebody's going to get eliminated here. I feel like the Hardys are. Christian's going to come up from behind him. Unprettier. Boom. Ooh. He hit that hard. Oh, Ricky, I'm keeping it PG. It's your imaginations that are not keeping it PG. I just give you all an idea, and then you can do what you want with it. I was just talking about a wrestling move. Just like the way Puff is just the name of the boy's magical dragon. Grandmaster Sexay. I love the emphasis that Jim Ross puts on Sexay. Brian Christopher. Now, Brian Christopher, on the other hand, I always thought was a great-looking dude. He looks like my childhood friend Brett, who just found out I have a YouTube channel. He always reminded me of him. I'd say probably... Don't you love our live streams to talk about anything here? I think Edge and Brian Christopher are the two hottest dudes in this match. They're the two most handsome. I think Christian's last. Sorry, Christian. I'm not talking about TNA. They're eliminated. I'm just talking about who's left. Because otherwise, Albert would be last. No, his last name is not Hart, and he spells it with 2 T's. Oh. But I definitely remember him teasing me about liking Bray. He's like, you know why you like him, right? It's because his name. Like, that's not the only reason. Man, I wish I could tell y'all. Like, I think I've tried to tell this story before, Doug. Like, Jeff had a huge female following, but when they were first coming up, and the Hardy Boys hadn't become stars yet, I'm talking like the year before this and the year before that. And me and my buddy, we would go to shows, and anytime we were in the Carolinas, the Hardys had like a posse. They had like a group of friends that would always be at the show cheering them on. And I don't want to give too much detail because I don't want to be mean. So I'll say it in the nicest way possible. Some of the women in the group shouldn't be wearing the clothes they were wearing. It's the nicest way I can put it. And we used to laugh so hard. Like, they'd have this whole posse. But what was interesting is that once the Hardy Boys started getting to a certain level, you stopped seeing the posse. I think some of them would still come. One day we were on the floor, and we were kind of sitting near the Hardy Boys' dad. We talked to him for a while. He was super nice. And that was probably still around those days. And they always had, like, the crew, and it was really funny. Like, Honey Boo Boo and a crop top type of stuff. It was crazy. It was wild. But oh, we used to get such a kick out of it. Oh, there goes Christian. Oh. I feel like this is going to be... Oh, maybe not. Christian's back in. Edge is slinging crack there. Oh! I thought they were going to go to the finish right there. But maybe not. I think Scotty's got to come back in. Hey, look, it's the two handsomest guys in the match. Brian Christopher and Edge. Yeah, Barry, you could look at it that way. Or I just wanted them to wear something else. Maybe that fit them better. Double worm, I love it. And these guys can't do this. Oh yeah, Scotty's like, F off, dudes. Here's how you do it. Double bulldog. And I did like about these time periods is that these fun moments. That's what wrestling's all about. Having fun, popping the crowd, doing silly shit. Nowadays, if somebody does this in AEW, I can't believe this is not wrestling or whatever. You're like, just fucking have fun, shut up. Goddamn, how hard is that? What's wrong with the worm? Is it ridiculous? Yes, but it's fun. So shut up. Oh. Can't believe he puts his hands in his pockets. Oh, get the fuck over it. You got your own life to worry about. Here we go. I feel like Christian's going to slide in like he did with the Hardys. All right, Too Cool setting up their finish here. I swear, I do not think they're going to win this match. I feel like it's got to be Edge and Christian. Ooh, that could be it. There's no way they're going to win like this. No. All right, yeah, there's Kyoto taking too long. Here comes Christian with the belt. Smack. Across the noggin. And that's going to be it. That's how Edge and Christian win. Nice, Christian with the block and Scotty there. New champions. Oh, those fans and the audience with the flash photography, they're so lucky. Yeah, Jerry Lawler just said the same thing. Kodak moment. Kids are not going to know what a Kodak moment is. Otis and Scotty too hot. You need to team up. Oh my God, what is this? Is this a SummerSlam or Fully Loaded ad? Fully Loaded, okay. Looks generic and cheesy. Okay, Fully Loaded. Next month, guys, July 23rd.
Can you believe you made it to the semifinals of the King of Brain tournament? Why is it too hard to believe I've gotten this far, Michael, huh? I've always been an overachiever. I held that hardcore belt for a long time. Dirty old man in their stinky dresses and their mascara.
There's dirty old men in their stinky dresses.
He's a big, big, big trouble,
I like how Crash Holly's kind of like Michelle Tanner, but like a man version of her. So maybe this is how does Rikishi and the Rock's match come to be next month? Because Shane McMahon gets involved in that, right? Well, I guess, okay, so after The Rock wins the title tonight, maybe Shane goes and recruits Benoit. Oh, he does have bruises on his arm. Jeez. Rikishi's got to come out right after his boys lost the tags. That's not nice. Rikishi's linguini hair always cracked me up. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got to take on this fucker. When did the match between Val Venus and Rikishi happen where Rikishi dove off the cage? It had to have been before this. That was a 99, I think. I think that might have been late 99. Help me on my my dates there. I feel like that might have been still the previous year. Or it might have been 98. No, it wasn't 98. It was probably 99. No, I feel like it's 2000. I smell bacon. Somebody's either making it downstairs or somebody's making it outside. Either way, I want some. In my little mini fridge up here, I always keep at least one package of bacon in there because sometimes I just want to cook a package of bacon and eat it. I'll do that shit at 4 in the morning sometimes. Go right down there, sizzle it up. Eat it. It's very healthy to do that, especially right before you sleep. You'll live real long. I don't even care about this match. I just want to get to the finish. I hate Val Venus. I don't want to look at his stupid fucking face. I just want Rikishi to win this match and get it over with. Oh, it was about to happen. Thank you for Fox Star. So it's a month later, July 3rd, 2000, episode of Raw. Foley books Rock and Shane for the title. Shane oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the other thing. Shane distracts Rock with a promo, allowing Benoit to run and attack Rock. That's how they set up Fully Loaded. Gotcha. Gotcha. Ugh. I fry it up super crispy too. Like I like bacon that will like, you know, I like that. That's how I like it. The harder, the better. No, maybe not that hard. I can't tell if they did like a gimmick job there on his arm to make it look bruised, or did he legit get bruised up by the Benoit chair shots? Jose, you made a mistake. Get your shit together, man. I'm kidding. Did you sleep well? No, I made a few mistakes. No, Ira, it's not even allegations. Just look at the dude's Twitter. He's completely insane. And he's one of those people that is attention seeking by being as vile and as hateful as possible. Everybody's an SJW to him. Everybody. You're always an SJW. He hates gays, he hates fucking everything. Hates everything. Cancel culture's ruining the world. One of those, but like amplified 100 times. And Rikishi just beat his ass. You know, Biden is a pedophile, that type of shit, you know. Ugh. There's no... There's really no debating with that level of ignorance. You gotta just ignore it and block it. Ooh. Oh, God. Is this gonna happen to her? No! Oh, no. I thought he was just gonna stink face her. He's gonna bonsai drop her? Again, this is a babyface move we're talking about here, right? Oh! Okay. I'm actually okay with Val Venus doing that. Okay, so this is going to be the second post-match beatdown that Rikishi's going to get, but this one's going to be his own fault. Fuck Val Venus, but he kind of has every right to do this right now because Rikishi was about to squash Trish Stratus. And Val might be a dumb fucking 2024, but back in the year 2000, he's just defending his woman. Oh, right in the shoulder. Okay. Did he hit the right one? Yeah, he did. I saw a guy on Twitter yesterday yelling at Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens because there's SJWs. I'm like, these are the two nicest people in the world. Well respected, admired by their peers, loyal fans, family men, nose is clean, no criminal record, no dirty behavior. Sami Zayn, you know, does so much for charity. Lifelong wrestling fans. Never ruffle feathers. But they're SJWs, so they suck, and, you know. Like, my God, what is it like to swim in that soup? I will never understand, you know? SJW. My God damn, man. It's like all they do is complain that they're not allowed to say what they always say. The fuck are you talking about? Spotify pays Joe Rogan $15 billion a year to complain that he can't say what he always says. There's your logic. All right, it's going to be Rikishi taking on the winner of Crash and Angle, but I'm not sure who's going to win between Crash and Angle. It could be Crash. The fact that Coachman's laughing.
You think that's funny? I gotta dress like a woman. You think that's funny? I gotta go out in front of all these people in a dress. Let me tell you.
You better get dressed. We're already halfway through the pay-per-view, and we're still doing pre-match evening gown interviews.
Look, revenge isn't an emotion. It's more about coach and listen to me.
Revenge isn't an emotion.
Stole my hardcore title under the guise of friendship. But I guarantee you one thing. Patterson's gonna find out tonight that I'm all man.
Oh.
Mr. Briscoe, your evening gown.
There it is, Brisk.
Would you like the regular panties or the crotchless kind?
Would you like the regular panties or the crotchless kind? It's your choice, Gerald Briscoe. Whatever you prefer on that. And Briscoe's like, well, Mr. McMahon always told me to get crotchless. So I'll take the crotchless. Whatever this ad is very 1995. Oh, it's just a WWF.com relaunch. That was an in-your-house 1995 commercial. Oh, the all-new WWF.com. They spiced it up. Let me see if I can find it. I'll put it on the screen if I can. One regret I had is not taking enough screenshots, like, over the years. One of the oldest ones I have is this one. There we go. See if I can stick it on the screen. Here comes Kurt Angle. Where are we at? There we are. Kurt Angle. This is a screenshot from like 2012. So this is the TLC 2012 results on my front page there. I've got 2,263 subscribers. I don't even have 1 million views yet. I've got like 12 now. That is crazy. I've got the invisible commentator on there because I wasn't on camera yet. Yeah, wild. That's one of the only like old screenshots that I have of the old channel. It's wild stuff. All right, Crash. Look at this fast wrestling here between Crash and Kurt. I like it. He says he's a super heavyweight. I know what he says. I miss when JR was quick and fast and young and sharp and witty. Now, I'm not sure he knows what day it is half the time, but that's not his fault. When I get to be Jim Ross's age and I'm still doing this, I'm also not going to know what day it is. And you guys are going to have to say, man, I watched Good Mike Works podcast the other night and he is really losing a step, man. He's just mumbling, talking about sharks and being electrocuted in the water and how everything's rigged. Just rambling on. Senile man. Yeah, Mike Rouse, bite this. I got on Bite This. Talk to Kurt Angle. Is there a fight in the crowd or is there somebody legit coming out? See, these are the days when like Lawler was a little more tolerable. You know, the banter between him and JR was a lot more fun. And just JR when he was on his game, I still think he'll go down as the all-time best. Like, I think JR at his best is better than anybody else at their best. But everybody was different, you know? Lawler and Ross is a different taste than Monsoon and Heenan. You can't even really compare them. You're just going to prefer maybe one or the other, or if you're ranking your favorites, you might have one over the other. But there's really kind of no wrong answer there. It just depends on what, you know, how old you are, what your memories are, or what flavor you like. But I don't think they came any better than Jim Ross. Like, there's a lot of other guys that were great. You know, Mike Tenay was great, but JR called the moments. Mike Tenay wasn't calling WrestleManias. Jim Ross was. And he was just the best, in my opinion. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool, Barry. I'm giving super chats to wrestlers. I got Matt Hardy to talk about voice acting. He actually enjoyed it. If I was an actor, I would be heavily into that. I mean, that's a lot easier work. It's just your voice. You can lend that out a lot more frequently, make a lot more money. I know all the actors do all the animated movies, which I don't watch any of them because I don't have kids, but I know they're all heavily involved in voice acting and stuff. And if I was an actor or an established, accomplished actor, I would definitely get into that. Yeah, and there's Angle got the win over Holly. Of the Crash variety. We could combine King and Angle and do Kangle. Or King Curtis. We've already had one of them. Olympic Slam. At least he won with his finisher on that one. These matches have all had a lot of interference, all of them. Yeah, all the matches had like interference or bullshit. Oh, God. Jesus. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. This is the most ironic fucking thing, isn't it? Oh, God, what are we doing? I have to step away, guys. I can't do it. I can't go. Nuh-uh. Nope, 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 nope. I'm going to be over here.
Great friend of Vince. He's done an amazing job. And we love it. We really love it. Who's your favorite superstar? Well, I think other than you, I'd have to go with The Rock.
I'll just be over here pretending nothing's happening because nothing is happening. I don't see this. Okay, we're back. Whew. Oh. Oh my God. You ever just feel like the uncontrollable urge to vomit? That was me just for a couple seconds there. Whew. All right, we're good. We're back to normal. All good. It's all good. Back to peace, harmony, happiness. Kane. Ray said, I'm going to peace out.
What The Rock and my brother need to understand is it's always been about one thing.
Well, Mike, you can have your opinion, but goats don't continuously lose over and over and over and over and over again. So your definition of goat and ours, I think, might be different, but you can think whatever you want.
Well, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out Kane wants to be the WWF champion. Hell, he's no brain surgeon, that's for sure. It's the most coveted prize in our game today. There's only one man can wear that title. I didn't come to Boston to lose.
Oh, man, Taker didn't come to Boston to lose, and he just came back, remember, you know? So, here we go, finally. I thought they was still a ways off because they were interviewing Pat and Gerald, and neither one of them were in their pretty little outfits yet. But we were still getting used to Taker like this, you know? Coming back as the American Badass and Kid Rock and the motorcycle. All right, we're going to get a whole video package here of the saga between Briscoe and Patterson. The champagne. All the NBA, like, victory parties, the pussies with the goggles on. Oh, and Pat Patterson stole the title. Oh, my God. Like, in kayfabe, what do you get? Like, what? Oh, my God, this is bad. But, like, why would you want to win a championship to where you're in constant danger? Even sleeping in your own home, you're technically at risk by being attacked. I wouldn't want that type of pressure. Target located. Oh my God. Oh, okay. What do they dressed up to disguise each other or something? Themselves? Okay. I was like, why would they even have a match like this? Now it's starting to make a little bit of sense. Yeah, I mean, I could get behind some goofy shit every now and then. I'm fine with it. I don't take wrestling seriously because it's not serious. But even I have my limits. It almost sounded like Vince said parkour. We have our first parkour. Like in the office, parkour! And they run around, dive off shit. That's what they should do. Oh, I forgot they come out to Real American. Exactly, Mike. At least she shaved her arms. I don't know why they came out to Real American, but I remember they first did it on Raw. And I think it was just WWE kind of popping themselves, playing that music again for in an arena for the first time in God knows when. It popped me too. Hardcore Championship. For some reason in my mind, I think I must have been thinking about the backstage stuff they just showed from Raw. I thought this match all took place backstage, but no, they're doing it in the ring. Here comes, what was her name? Like, Anna Nicole Bass or something? What was that? What was her name, the Playboy girl? Or Nicole Bass was Nicole Bass. And Nicole Smith. I think that's what Pat Patterson's attempting to be here. I don't know. This is so awful. He kind of looks like he's wearing an evening gown version of Ric Flair's red robe. What's he got? Toilet paper? Teddy bears? Pay-per-view in 2000 has time for this. I love that the tag is still on the dress. That way you can return it to fucking Ross Dress for Less when you're done. Oh, no. No. Daniel, I know, I'm sure he does. My favorite is when he plays songs and then the artist is like, I don't think so, motherfucker. It's happened to him like 100 times. They keep playing shit at his rallies and then the artist is like, don't ever play my shit again. It's literally happened every time. Village People and Tom Petty's estate. Yeah. At least he's wearing sneakers. See, look, Briscoe's got heels. Patterson's got kicks. Briscoe's at an automatic disadvantage. 2x4 or not, you can't fight in heels. I'm surprised the Boston crowd could handle this. Yeah, Bruce was the one I was trying to think of. Probably for Born in the USA, most likely. Oh, a banana. This place is going banana. Is that why he's got it? It's green. Might be a plantain. My favorite scene in Cobra Kai was when Johnny was at Miguel's house for dinner and his mom cooks plantains. And Johnny goes, "These are good bananas." And she goes, "They're plantains." He goes, "Oh, in America, we call them bananas." I love it. And I think Briscoe's got a face full of it there. What's going on? I shouldn't be asking this question, but it looked like there was a little extra padding underneath there for that low blow. Up, we got a wig off. I mean, you think that there's a whole fucking class of dickhead fans out there that get so uppity about a dude putting his hands in his pockets when WWE was selling out arenas doing the most ridiculous shit. I'm like, how hard is it to understand that wrestling is just goofy? It's always going to be. It ain't going to be serious. No matter how bad you want it to be, or for you to legitimize it so you don't feel like such a dork watching it. It's never going to be that way. It's always going to be goofy and silly, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, God. I mean, this... Now, granted, everything I just said, this is a little over the top. This is way dumber than any dude putting his hands in his pockets, believe me. Oh, and they're both... Oh, I love how they padded themselves so they can have bigger bosoms. God, this is just hideously bad. Oh, good. Crash is here. Maybe he'll win the title. Yes! Yes! Let's have Crash win this. Patterson, that's way too much of Patterson that I need to see. This is just... Y'all. What are we doing here? Oh, no. Oh! That's it. Crash is going to win. Thank God that's over. Now get the hell out of there, Crash. Get the belt and go. Roll, bro. There you go. Well, that outcome couldn't have been any better. And in the ring, we have left Lang, Pat Patterson, and Gerald Briscoe in bra and panties, along with a trash can, a teddy bear, a wig, pair of glasses, some cotton, and a whole lot of jiggly flesh. I'll be okay if I never see that again. I'm going to make a promise to myself right now. This will be the last time I ever see that match for the rest of my life. Unless WWE throws me a clip unexpectedly that I didn't ask for, I wasn't expecting, I will never watch that again. I will die without ever watching that again. So you guys get to share something that I've done for the last time in my life. You guys are sharing that with me right now. Oh, the fight continues in the aisleway, and it's as pretty as you'd expect. So if any of you out there who are not following along on your own Peacock and you're a sociopath and you're just watching me, you're missing out. You're missing out. Oh, I'm glad that's over. That's a couple real rough back-to-back segments for old Greg over here. I lost my appetite too. I can't even eat a Subway sandwich. Oh, no. Who are you guys facing? Oh, Tori. Let's go. All right. That Jezebel. So this must be some mixed tag. Is it like Kane and Tori and the Dudleys or something like that? It's a table. Oh, it's a table dumpster match. Okay. Well, why not? What's the rules in a table and dumpster match? Oh, that's why, because there's a... Oh, they're going to do the thing. Oh, they're going to do the thing. Oh, that's in Chicago. Look at that. That's where SmackDown was the other night. Same building. Oh, it's X-Pac and Road Dogg. I don't know why I thought it was Kane. What's Kane doing tonight? Oh, yeah, he's in the main event. I forgot. I thought Tori was awesome. I remember when she got signed. I used to read about her magazine. Her name was Tori Powers or Terry Powers or something like that. I already knew who she was. And I thought she was like going to be a decent signing because I was like, good. Someone who can work. I did like this Run DMC version of the DX theme. It slapped. Is that what the kids say? It slapped? Because it did. I always loved Run DMC as a kid. It's kind of weird. Tori's hot. She kind of reminds me, there was like in like the 80s or 90s or something, there was like a live action TV show of Beauty and the Beast. She kind of looks like the Beast's face. Look at this. We got ANC, Karting and Disposal. Let's ring them up. Are they still in business? Like, do y'all still have the dumpster you used at King of the Ring 2000? Will you sell it? That'll be an interesting thing to look for on the WWE Treasure Show. Some crazy collector with a dumpster in his bedroom. I hope my mic did not pick up any of that song, actually, now that I think about it, because that could be trouble. I should have turned it down. Yeah, Road Dogg, don't forget, he was in a dumpster match at WrestleMania 14. Where the hell is, where are we at right now? 2000. So where's Mr. Ass? Is he hurt? He's got to be hurt. Where's Billy? Where's Billy been? I'm trying to think, what did Billy do? Did Billy do anything? What happened to Mr. Ass between last year and this year? He's got to be injured. Maybe, though. I don't even know when he came back. I have no idea what's going on with Billy. I don't know where he is. Stevie Ray. I love that he's Stevie Ray, that fan. Stevie Ray Dudley. They should get a Booker T. Dudley and a Stevie Ray Dudley. DX kicked him out? So is he just like, is he the one yet? Or is he still Mr. Ass? He's not Billy and Chuck yet. We're a couple years away from that. Lovely memory. They should bring Chuck into AEW just for fun. Like the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass are getting beat down, and in comes Daddy Chuck to make the save. A little reunion. Crowd probably wouldn't even know who the hell he is. Chucky. Palumbo didn't die, right? Yeah, Palumbo's still with us, I believe. It's O'Hare, who isn't. Okay, so he comes back in October. Okay, so he is injured. Gotcha. Yeah, because I was trying to think of WrestleMania 2000, and I don't remember seeing him there. Be right back. I'm going to the fridge. Hey, buddy. Don't fall over, T. The sun is finally starting to lower a little bit, and we're getting some cooler air being blown in here. It's very, very pleasant right now. My favorite time of the year is summer, but now that it's starting to get real hot, I'm already starting to be like, okay, maybe I'm ready for some football and some pumpkin-flavored shit, you know? Some just a little crispness in the air. Easier to breathe. Okay, so he's on the verge of becoming the one, Billy Gunn. Yeah. Yeah, Tori. Oh. You knew that. Lawler, what's a dojo? Yeah, I know a wrestler named Tojo Yamamoto. That's awesome. I was about to shit on Lawler, and then he made a cool reference. I'm like, okay, I'll let it slide this time, you perverted wacko. Oklahoma and a couple of more words. That's funny. It's like an Anchorman. Paul Rudd goes, I dated this girl once. She was Brazilian or Chinese or something weird. I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard. Something weird. Oh, okay. X-Pac got the what's up instead. Damn, Tori. Oh, no. This is the second or third act of violence on women that has been in the babyface variety. We were living in weird times back then. I was the perfect age for it. I was 23 years old. I was just where you want to be for this type of content. As an old man looking at this, I'm a little bit mortified, but it was great for the time, man. I just love that you can put a woman through a table, kick her in the crotch, beat her up, force a kiss on her, and the fans just go nuts. Call her a bitch, a hoe, make fun of her sexual promiscuity, and all that stuff. Totally cool with the fans. Not offensive at all. Oh, that's a bump. Those dumpsters, man. Those things are solid fucking iron. They don't bend. Like, when you hit them, they don't dent in. There's no give. They are brutally heavy. When I was like a teenager, I was like 16, I had a bitch-ass manager, and she had me and another busboy outside trying to lift one of those things up because they had laid it down on some broken down boxes. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm like, why don't you do it? I was like, she was just a bitch. She just wanted to make us do stupid shit for no reason. I'm like, just tomorrow when the dumpster comes or the truck comes, just move the boxes. Her name was Debbie. Debbie, wherever you are, I hope you're not doing well. Because you were mean to me. Dudley's... Okay, so the dumbass DX doesn't see this. Dudley's crawled out of each side of the dumpster holes. Now they're going to open up. Because Corderas didn't see them... Oh, okay, Corderas didn't see him get thrown. I mean, that was... Look at their just sitting there. What? Where could they have gone? Oh... Road Dogg just stared off into space. I'm like, well, I guess they just evaporated. And X-Pac is like, what could have happened there? Come on, guys, piece it together. Get there faster because they're coming up behind you with chairs now. All right, let's set up some furniture because people have to go through that. No matter how many years of table matches, they can never do the legs right. There you go. That looks pretty stable. I still want to know if WWE has, if they actually legitimately buy these tables from like an office supply store. Those ones look like they do. Or if the modern ones, they just build there in-house. Save themselves some money. Manufactured at the corporate headquarters. Oh my God. So, Road Dogg bumped through 2 tables. I don't know what the rules are. Do you have to go through the table or go in the dumpster? Or both? That was a bump. Jeez. It was a safe bump, though. Came down about as well as you would want. So I guess if X-Pac were to go through the table here, would the match be over? I think maybe it would be. Yeah, when this pay-per-view aired, Jose, I was 22, going on 23. I was about to turn 23. It's a couple more months. Oh, down crotched. Now, yeah, this might be it now. What's Tori gonna do? Oh. That's 2 tables. That's not the end? Or does Tori also have to go through the table? Did she hurt her arm? Did she hurt herself? Oh, she's just gonna get in the dumpster. Is the match over? Or no, she's hiding. Did she legitimately hurt herself? Because she is holding her arm like that. That's usually like a shoulder injury when you do that. Oh, they're going to wind up winning anyway. Oh, look out, Tori. Did she get landed on? And they won. Road Dogg's like, sweet. I can't go undefeated in dumpster matches. Can't happen. Here's something weird. 1 minute. All right. Sorry. Sorry about that. We're back. Just in time to get... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'd walked right in here right during the tongue thing. So here we go again with this. Oh, my God. Oh, now they got the table. Okay, so she's going to go through the table anyway. Hogan must pose, I guess. Yeah, there was a very loud noise out there. I wanted to go investigate. Turns out it was just my neighbor running a leaf blower or something. But I thought it was like something in my hallway. All right, there she goes through the table. Hang on, Tori. Jeez. I mean, Bubba always took the majority of the blow. I mean, every woman he put through the table, he went through the table. They just landed on his legs. They didn't even really go through the table. Sometimes they did. So we got the Outlaws winning the match, but Dudley still got the revenge on Tori, and they got their music played, and they're leaving the ring as if they are the winners. So I guess everybody wins, huh? Oh, was Tito doing it too? Yeah, there was something going on. I have a fan out in the hallway, and I was thinking it like tipped over and was making a ton of noise, but no, it's just because all the windows are open. And this is California, and the houses are pretty close together. My neighbor's just being loud. Will somebody choke out Michael Cole for that haircut? Please.
You know, Michael, you have no idea what this tournament means. What this tournament has done for winners of the past. I mean, this is King of the Ring. This is the most important tournament of the world, which is why I am going to win this tournament. No. You know what? I have to win this tournament. You know, Rikishi is great. He certainly is. There's no doubt about that. If you like dancing and rubbing your butt in people's faces, pardon my French.
I love this angle. Pardon my French.
I am going to beat Triple H for the title, the WWF title. Rikishi, the party is over. And that, my friend, more than anything else in the world, is true.
I just realized that me and Kurt Angle have the exact same color eyes. We have the same eyes. Mine were blue when I was a kid, but they kind of grew hazel green when I became an adult. Oh.
Rikishi, it appears as if your opponent isn't taking you seriously at all. Would I go through this if King of the Ring wasn't important to me? What Captain America doesn't realize is that
Captain America.
all the Wheaties in the world ain't gonna stop this ass from backing up.
Oh. All the Wheaties in the world ain't gonna stop that ass from backing up. Okay. Why are we running a King of the Ring promo again? Okay. And then there were two, Kurt Angle and Rikishi. I liked the different kind of set they had for this one with the swords and stuff. I had a hell of a time finding that a good clear render logo of that. Even tried making one, didn't come out very good. And this box art for the pay-per-view is weird too. Tournament tested. All right, here comes the King of the Ring, and they're going to bring the crown back for this one because I'm pretty sure Angle wears all that nonsense.
The official coronation will be tomorrow night on Raw. Live. Oh, look at
Oof.
He's still got enough of that right arm of his to be able to follow that.
Curious how long this match actually goes since they did the injury angle with Rikishi, and he had 2 post-match beatdowns. One, not his fault. The other one, his fault. Yeah, I miss the effort put into the individual sets back in these days. Everyone was different. They don't do that anymore. It was really bad when Kevin Dunn was around, and now I think WWE gets a little more creative. They got like minimalist sets for big crowds, and we do see some changes and alterations now, finally. But in terms of having like actual sets, it's usually just the Mania set that they really go all out for these days. But back in the day, just, you know, random Survivor Series, they get the big skull for the Deadly Game, and the Backlash sets were always cool. Is Lawler trying to say that Owen wore the crown to the ring every night? No, he didn't. He absolutely did not. He might have wore it like the first week or two on TV, maybe. But I don't even think he was wearing it then. I mean, he wore it the night of the show and he had all that shit on, but Lawler rewriting history. I'm really glad Owen didn't come out during his SummerSlam 94 match with Brett in the cage wearing that shit. WCW had good sets. They did. I like the Bash at the Beach ones. A couple of those Halloween Havoc ones were spectacular. I like the old days, like the pre-Hogan days when they had the ramp coming all the way to the ring. I always liked that. It was a little more low budget than WWE, but it definitely made memories for me. Oh, not that fucking diamond cutter. That's not going to get it done. Yeah, it is funny when you think about it on the other side of things. In 2000, WCW was about a couple of weeks away from Bash at the Beach and that fiasco, and they were circling the drain. Things were bad. And I remember even at this point, I didn't even consider WCW to exist when I was watching as a fan. I did not give a shit what they were doing. I was done watching Nitro completely. I wouldn't even tune in out of curiosity anymore. I legitimately didn't care about them at all. Nothing they did was appealing to me. This was where it was at. I remember like only hearing about the Bash at the Beach stuff. Didn't even really hear about it that night. I think I heard about it like the next day or something. And only then was I even mildly curious what happened. Olympic Slam, is that going to be it? No, kick out. I just remember thinking, I'm like, well, that sounds about right for WCW. They're a fucking mess. So the fact that they had some big blow up with Hogan is not surprising. Oh. No. Oh, I was like, wow, I'm pretty sure I know who wins this. And damn, Steven, well, you made it longer than most did. I was checked out of Nitro by 99. I mean, between the finger poke and the Goldberg injury and another thing I think that hurt me as a fan for them is they changed the logo. They tried to get cute with that new logo instead of just the old WCW logo. And so not only was Nitro's popularity decreasing, they were losing stars. They weren't resembling the same product that they were. Now they changed their logo. It almost felt like a different promotion than the first couple of years of Nitro, you know? I understand you have to change things up, but that original Nitro set was legendary. Oh, wow, angle slam from the top. Yeah. Our Olympic hero is your 2000 King of the Ring. He won the King of the Ring primarily using his 3 eyes, which are intensity, integrity, and intelligence. If you have the 3 eyes, you too could also be an Olympic hero or a King of the Ring. Now, do they have the crown and things set up over here or what? Does he put all this crap on backstage? There's Jim Dotson over there. Shout out. Rest in peace. And he kind of, I mean, landing on the injured arm too on that angle slam. I know the deal.
Yeah, there you go. One more time. Way to go, Joe Cool. Don't let her back you into a corner. I'm not in a corner. You're not in the corner. You're not in the corner. We're going out there with victory.
If I was Triple H, I'd be fucking terrified right now.
No one, I don't care what my wife said. Okay. No interference. We gotta stay together. You understand what this is? This is crystal clear focus we have to have now. Deadly focus. This is it. Let's go do this.
At the end of this match, Stephanie's going to be the only one with a belt. How whack is that?
Let's do this. Come on, let it back me in. Would you hurry up? Let's go.
Oh, Vince, just get out there. Shut up. I love it when this was the era of Kane's sexy little see-through part of his, you know, for the ladies. That looks like Kane's bike. Kane should be driving that bike. That motorbike. Because that's what it is, a motorbike. And The Rock. All right, it's time for this whack-ass main event. Look at this crap they're showing. The Rock and Mike Piazza. I got a bunch of Mike Piazza rookie cards. All right, here comes the McMahons again. Second straight King of the Ring. I never understood why Vince wore the cutoff sweatshirt as his choice of gear. It was always just a weird choice. Vince had a weird physique too, kind of like me, because I was a bowler, a competitive bowler for a long time, so I have my right arm is bigger than my other one. But Vince, he kind of looked the same thing, like his right arm, his right shoulder always like kind of dipped a little bit, and he didn't have, even for a guy as jacked as him, he didn't have like as broad of shoulders. So I think maybe that's why he wears that type of shirt, so it kind of gives the appearance that he's a little wider there. But like if he's ever out there in just a tank top, you can kind of see that one shoulder just kind of dips in. But then again, I'm kind of like that too. Only Vince is more jacked than me. So Triple H, we are now into June of 2000. He is counting. Hold on. 1. He's a 3-time champion by now? Like, he won it last year, like, the night before Summer, or after SummerSlam. Then I think he, like, dropped it to Vince, and then he won it back at Unforgiven. I was there. I saw him win it at Unforgiven. So that was 2 right there. Then he beats The Rock at Judgment Day. That'll be the 3rd. So he's a 3-time champion. And he would not win shit. Now let's think. When would he win this title back? He's about to drop it here and not hold it again until 2002, right? It's got to be, right? No, it's not right. No, yeah, it is right. No, wait, shit, he's a 4-time because he dropped it to Big Show at Survivor Series and then won it back. So he's a 4-time champion by now. Yeah, 4 times. There you go, Foxstar. Thank you. So this, I believe, will be the final time. So in that less than a year, in 10 months, he held the title 4 times and then wouldn't hold it again for 2 years? Is that right? I'm Coco for Cuckoo Poops. Is that right? I think it is. That's crazy. That's crazy, son. Yeah, he would not win that title back until WrestleMania 18. That is crazy. That is crazy. I never realized. I mean, sometimes when you just sit down and think about these things, I'm like, you realize like crazy stats are like, wow, this guy held the title 4 times inside of a year, and then had a long drought. That's crazy. Yeah, then he'd be on track back in 2002. He'd win the title and then drop it to Hogan, but then he'd win the world title. And then drop that to Shawn and then win it again. He won 3 titles in 2002, didn't he? Didn't he? He won 4 world titles in 2000 and 3 world titles in 2002. That's insane. Or no, maybe it was 4. It might have been 4. Or am I thinking 2003? I'm thinking 2003. I'm getting the Goldberg stuff confused. That's the following year. All right. What song are we going to get? Ah. I mean, I cannot stand Kid Rock, so I'm fine with not hearing American Badass. But what I think I dislike even worse is this. You've done it now. Oh, this is a terrible network edit that we're having to sit through, guys. This is my least favorite Undertaker theme. I always thought it sucked. It sucks so bad. It does not slap. It does not hit. None of those words work. It just sucks. It just plain sucks. The song's stupid. The lyrics are stupid. The whole fucking song is stupid. You're gonna pay. You've done it now. God. So fucking lame. Undertaker, yeah, lame-ass song, man. You had it right at first with the Graveyard Symphony. Kid Rock sucks. Limp Bizkit sucks. This shit sucks. Yeah, God forbid we have to pay for the rights to goddamn Kid Rock. So let's put our own crappy song instead. We are cheap asses. We are cheap asses. There you go, Ray. All sports are scripted. You like this one better than American Badass. Okay, I don't like Kid Rock, but I like American Badass more than this one because as much as I don't like Kid Rock, American Badass is a sample of Sad But True from Metallica, which I love, and might be my favorite Metallica song of all time. So I can tolerate American Badass. It's Kid Rock that I don't like. All right. And here comes Rocky. He was becoming a stud by this point. Already hosted SNL. Filming mummy movies. He's the champion of the people. I think this is The Rock's, like, WWF Volume 4 version. My favorite version of The Rock's theme is the one he used in 2002. The one that he came out to in, like, SummerSlam 2002. That one. Of all the Rock themes they've done, that's been my favorite. Maybe with, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I did like his heel theme, but in terms of, like, babyface Rock theme, that 2002 one was the one that had the most flair to me. Until you fast forward to when he returned in 2011, and he had that version, and then the stuff he used this past year at WrestleMania was terrific. But I think overall, it's that 2002 version that I like the best. But the new heel version from this year, 2024's version, was stupidly good. Kurt drinking the milk, look. It's reduced fat. It's reduced fat milk. Which means the amount of fat in it is less than other milks. It's true. Yeah, maybe this theme fit him the best for the biker gimmick, I guess, but I just didn't like the theme. Come up with a different biker theme. That one sucks. Maybe something a little more metal or something. I don't know. Okay, we've got a loud Shane's a pussy chant in Boston. 20,000 people. I'd say a good 10% of them are kids. He's caffeined up. It is weird how, I mean, I don't think Shane was ever a small guy. I think Shane was, like, in shape, but he never seemed to care about showing off his body at all. He always had to wrestle in, like, the baseball jersey. Kane actually put his hands behind his back and let Shane punch him. I mean, I know we have the one big spot in this match with Shane that's on our thumbnail. I think Tie-Dye Guy just held up an rfvideo.com sign. Why is he plugging them? Shane, you're in the wrong corner, son. Yeah, that's the rules, right? Like, whoever scores the pin wins Triple H's championship? Oh, wow. Undertaker having his red hair and talking smack, it was crazy. We're only a month into regular human Undertaker. Wow, look at Shane go. Yeah, all sports are scripted. If anybody wants my thoughts on Shane McMahon to AEW rumors, we talked a lot about it last night on the podcast, and I uploaded a quick standalone video on my second channel talking about it as well. So you've got all my thoughts on it. I'm into it. Do I think it could be a disaster? Yeah, but I don't care. I want to see it. Ooh. Oh, Kane taking down the McMahon boys. I think Rock just tagged himself in. Triple H and The Rock on pay-per-view for the 4th consecutive time at least, right? They'd take the next month off, but then they'd be back together at SummerSlam, so they'd work 5 out of 6 pay-per-views in 2000.
I think he's talking to you, Triple H. Well, I think The Rock is thinking if he pins Triple H, there'll be no excuses. There'll be no alibis. He's the WWE champion.
It's right on my page, All Sports. Just go to my channel, go all the way down to the featured channels. It's the first one you see. Good mic work 2. Can't miss it. Over the top. Up. Tagged by The Undertaker. Now, last year at the King of the Ring, it was Undertaker and The Rock one-on-one for the championship. Yeah, that is one thing I didn't like about this time period is some of the convoluted stuff they would do, the stips. These crazy matches. Like last year was the same thing, that stupid ladder match for control of the company, and I'm like, come on. Yeah, Austin is on the verge of returning. He's coming back soon. If anybody hasn't smashed the thumbs up button, you could do that if you want. Thanks, man. Big chokey. I mean, there's another like 15 minutes left in this match, so I'm guessing that it's going to be just a lot of this. Babyface is getting pins and somebody else stopping them. Triple H and Undertaker. Now, a year before this, they were like corporation members, right? Triple H had gotten himself in a lot better shape, too, than he was in '99. Now he's wearing the short trunks, which he looked good in. Oh, man. Big boot, yep. Currently in this match, the only one really active is The Rock. I mean, they had Linda on there earlier. Does she come out here or something and get involved? Do they have some crazy ass? I mean, Stephanie's out there, so she's likely to have something happen to her. Oh. My old roommate used to think Shane McMahon looked like Fred Savage. It always cracked me up. He'd always call him Fred. Oh, wow. Triple H pulls The Rock out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Kane wrestle ever again. Triple H we know won't, and we'll never see Vince again. Shane, maybe the jury is still out on him. I would like to think he's done, but With these AEW rumors, you never know. Triple H is going to get it. They're over at the Spanish guys. I don't like the looks of this at all. Pedigree. Somebody better get in there. Taker sees it. No, okay, he just he just assumed Rock would kick out. Okay. Yeah, how cool is that, Zach? You just watched a Rock match in person 2 months ago. I love how by this point they had kind of forgotten about I guess the rivalry between Earl and Triple H. You know, Earl did that fast count with Jericho on the Raw and all that. But here he is officiating this one. Yeah, Zach, you're right. There's a really good chance I'll be seeing one. The fact that Minnesota lost that WrestleMania last minute for it to go to Vegas kind of implies that they got a blockbuster lined up for next year. The solar plexus. The King of Sting. Yeah, it amazes me how many matches Shane and Vince, and Stephanie for that matter, but mostly Shane and Vince, had either individually or together on pay-per-view. So many. You know, I think about, it's a shame that in AEW, Tony Khan isn't an athlete of any kind. I mean, Vince isn't really either, but at least Vince is big and in shape and almost looks like a wrestler in a lot of ways. Tony Khan is not. But Tony Khan, like all wrestling promoters, Bischoff had this too, you know, fans are very opinionated about them, you know, so Tony Khan has a lot of hate, especially from a lot of fucking dipshits and whatnot. So if Tony Khan was like an athlete and he started getting in the ring, that's exactly how WWE took off, because Vince was hated. And then he started being on TV, being a dick, and then they found Stone Cold Steve Austin to go up against him, and the fans lived vicariously through that. It's a shame that Tony Khan can't capitalize on that same kind of disdain. I mean, I like Tony Khan just fine. I think the haters are idiots, and they're way too obsessed and way too insistent that things that just aren't true are true. But still, he still has all of that. And so if he could, like, if he was some sort of, like, if he had any sort of physical capabilities or size to him, I'd be like, get in the ring, man. Take advantage of this. WWE was booking these two uncoordinated buffoons, Shane and Vince, in every damn pay-per-view back in these days, and they were selling out. Ratings through the roof. His fans wanted to see him get fucked up. It sucks that Tony Khan can't run out there and start taking ass beatings. I think that Jack Perry thing is going to be kind of a rare occurrence. If Tony Khan could go out on TV and be a heel. Oh my God. Didn't Vince already win the title like last year? Let's not do that again. Man. SmackDown. Boom. All right, now we should be setting up for the big table spot. Say what you want about the McMahons, as much as they sucked and they stumbled around, at least they took bumps, man. Vince and Shane both, they both went. Especially Shane went to insane degrees. Kane took out his brother. Yeah, 3 guys on one team all going after the same championship. The fact that the heels couldn't take advantage of that is pretty wild. Whoa, there, Rock's going to get chokeslammed now. I guarantee you. Triple H, you got to know better. Choke slam. Or not choke slam, tombstone. Taker's going to stop this. Okay, now Rock just roll over there. Chris, thanks for the $5. It's odd I'm only 3 years younger than Tony and wicked out of shape, but I still think I'm 10 times the athlete Tony is. Definitely. I think we all are. And Tony has no charisma. Yeah, unlike Vince, who is very over the top. Because Vince is a carny and Tony Khan's not. And that's why. And plus, Tony Khan just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. What a spot. This has got to hurt worse than just a normal... Oh, he goes down. Shane is destroyed. Oh, Vince is going to try to win the title here. I like how Vince thinks he's going to do the elbow first. Why don't you just pin him, you dipshit? How stupid are you? Yeah, I'll go this way. Now I'll go this way. Oh, Rock's going to pin Vince to win the title. I love that. I love that. New champion, The Rock. Oh, hilarious. No, that was me back in these days. Sometimes when these shows would end, we would book out the entrance there, try to beat the traffic out. You do not want to get caught in the parking lot. It sucks. But if we could get out of there, we could hit the Waffle House and get there early, and then the wrestlers would show up there. That's how you do it. That's the trick. Get out of there as quickly as you can, find the closest Waffle House, and just sit there. They will come to you. Oh, Triple H, you lost your belt. Weird way to put the belt back on The Rock, having him pin Vince. Who's all the people Rock has beaten for the title? He's beaten Foley. Foley and Foley for it, right? Foley. Then Triple H. Then Vince. Then Kurt. Then there was another. He would win it again, right? What happened at King of the Ring? 2002. It's the same type of shit, right? Undertaker's involved in that. Maybe it's a Rock, Undertaker, Triple H triple threat, and Rock wins again, right? He also beats Booker T in 01 for the title, for the WCW title. Yeah, Rock would hold the title till No Mercy, and that's when Angle would win the title there. And then Rock would win it back from him, and then drop it to Austin at Houston, we have a problem. Oh, it was Vengeance, not King of the Ring. But was Rock at, was Rock at King of the Ring? It was Vengeance 2002 that he won the title back. And then dropped it to Brock, right? Yeah. Look at Vince. Oh, and Vince is going to get a belt shot to the noggin on top of that for good measure? I wonder if WrestleNet.com is still in business. Let's check. www.wrestlenet.com. Nope, it's down. Website no longer exists. Well, that was fun, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight and watching King of the Ring 2000. That was actually an exciting show because it had a lot of matches. It was fast-paced. There was a lot going on. We saw wacky shit, title changes, evening gown matches, King of the Ring being crowned. It was great. Loved it. It was a lot of fun. And we will be back tomorrow because I have a feeling we're having a pretty big night on Raw tomorrow with the follow-up for the Wyatt Six and a couple of Money in the Bank qualifiers and whatnot. So we should be here tomorrow, or we will be here tomorrow, talking about that. Victor Colon, there's something so special with Howard Finkel announcing you as the new champion. Yep, I wish I could have been the champion, have him announce me. That would have been great. Could we watch Bash at the Beach for the next watch along? Yes, next time we are here for one. Which should be next week. Or is that Forbidden Door? No, Forbidden Door is next week, so we're going to miss that one. And the week after that is Money in the Bank. But then that Sunday, if I'm here, we will do maybe a WCW one. It's time. I think July, we're definitely going to do a WCW pay-per-view. And then after that, we'll do some SummerSlams, trying to figure out some that we haven't done yet. So thanks so much for being here again, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. And